Hello everybody. In this video, I'll talk about object-oriented programming basics. Object-oriented programming, or OOP, is a programming paradigm that focuses on creating objects. Objects are instances of classes. They allow you to organize your code into reusable and more modular components. In OOP, classes are used to define the blueprints or template for creating objects. And objects are instances of those classes. Attributes in OOP represent the data associated with an object. They define characteristics or properties of an object. Each object created from class has its own set of attributes which can have different values. Attributes can be variables that store data or methods that define the behavior of the object. For example, in Python, almost everything is an object. For instance, when you define a variable, x is an object of the type int. Like when I will call it x dot tab, you can see a bunch of methods and attributes associated with it. As for creating custom objects, you can use the word class keyword. You can use the class keyword followed by the name of the class. For example, class car defines a class called car. The reason why I use pass is to tell Python not to do anything. To create an object or instance of the class, you can use the class name followed by the parentheses. For example, a car equals car creates an object named a car from the car class. To initialize the attributes of an object, you can use special methods called constructor, which is executed when an object is created. In Python, the constructor method is called init, and it takes self as the first parameter. The self parameter refers to the instance of the class itself. You can assign the provided values to the corresponding attributes of the object using self.attribute_name. Let me show you how you can. Okay, so this is a init method. Okay, so this is an init method where I've created two parameters. One is brand and the other one is model. So when I'll create this object, I need to pass the values for these attributes. Now I can access these attributes by calling the object, then saying which attribute I want to access. For example, I can access the brand attribute or model. Now to define methods for a class, you can simply define functions within the class. These functions can access the attributes of the object, which are self.attribute_name. For example, I'll create method for the class car. I can call that method by first calling the object itself, then the name of the method. Now let me explain what is happening here, in case if you didn't understood. So basically I created a class called car, then the instance of that class, which is the object called a car. In that class instance /object, I've defined an init method where I will initialize. Now the start engine method is utilizing those attributes to do something. Now that's it for this video. I hope this all makes sense to you, but still if you have any doubt or question, you can always go to the comment section and ask them there.